cold?
No, it was blazing away when I came down. Did you leave it on last night?
Don't think so. It was off when we went up. Must have been Alex again. Coffee?
Yes, please.
Who are you writing to?
Mum, a progress report.
Hey?
Archie and Alice. She asked me to keep tabs on them.
Well, I hope that doesn't mean another dawn swoop from Scara's on the cards. We've only just got rid of her.
Hey, that's my mother you're talking about. Anyway, I'm writing to tell her everything seems fine, so she's no need to worry.
Right. I've left some money on the side, Archie. Need some more nappies. Get another pack, will you?
Yeah, right. I'm going to take it to the toy library, not on this morning. Look out for some hand-eye coordination toys. It's very important at this stage.
Well, I should change it first if I was you. She had a concentrated look on her face a while back. Right then. Bye, darling. Oh, I think she needs to change now.
Yeah. Come on, Alice.
Oh, I might not be back at lunchtime. I've got quite a lot on.
Oh, you're going to miss a treat. I've got this children's cookery book, you know, healthy, balanced, nutritional meals. I don't think your daddy's very interested in cordon bleu cookery, is he? But you're in for a taste sensation, you. Let's get this nappy changed first.
Thank you very much for coming over, Elizabeth. I just wondered if you'd go through those figures for me.
Well, of course. What am I looking for?
I don't know. But there's something wrong somewhere.
Oh, I suppose the takings are down again. You shouldn't worry, it's been a bad month.
Exactly.
I don't think they're doing too well at the malt shovel either. It doesn't mean someone's had their hand in your till.
No, but it wouldn't go unnoticed. Not now we've been computerised.
Well, there you are then.
And even if it did, they'd hardly be putting money in.
What?
Well, if those figures are right, the takings are up right across the board.
Oh. Well, in that case, you should be pleased.
Well, I would be if I knew why.
Has there been a party? Celebration?
No.
The weather?
Worse than average.
Just count yourself lucky and bank the profits.
No, that is no way to run a business, Elizabeth. And do you imagine Marks and Spencer's started making money by accident?
Oh, I didn't realise they'd ever run a pub.
Now, I'm talking about planning, following market trends. And the key is in those figures somewhere. Usual crowd, wrong month, wrong weather. Where did we go right?
Well, that should put her mind at rest.
Wouldn't count on it.
Well, for the moment, anyway. Right, I'm off to Emmerdale. Giving Robert a riding lesson.
Dad won't like it.
If he finds out, I think it's childish. If he and Jack want to turn it into the gunfight at the OK Corral, that's their business. As far as I'm concerned, it's all over.
You left the fire on again?
No, I didn't.
Well, it was blazing away when I came down, and Chris is sure it wasn't him, so either we've got fairies at the bottom of our grate, or it's down to you.
Not guilty. I'm absolutely sure this time. What? I mean, maybe you've got something wrong with it. A wonky valve or something. You want to get it checked.
OK, I'll call the fitter.
See you later.
See you. I'll have to do it from work, though. You don't mind doing the washing up again, do you, Alex? Look on it as your penance for leaving the fire.
I did not leave the fire on.
It's going to be a real treat for you, this, Alice. A milestone in your short gastronomic life. Ooh. Hiya. Mind if I get on? A bit behind schedule.
You're expecting company?
No. This is all for Alice. Everything she needs. Complete balanced nutrition.
I see. I was wondering if you could look after Peter for me.
Well, no, not really. I mean, I'm taking her to the toy library, not, and I don't think I could manage them both on the bus.
Oh.
Is it important?
No, I just wanted a bit of a break. Some other time will do. You sure she's going to eat all that? It's a triumph if I can get Peter to finish a bag of crisps.
What does she know about it, Alice? You're going to love it, aren't you?
Elizabeth! Elizabeth!
Sorry, miles away.
You forgot this.
Thank you.
You've got something on your mind. You seem a bit preoccupied.
Oh, it's nothing.
Is it Alice? Nick's doing his best, but if you want some judicious guidance, I'd be only too glad to offer my services.
Well, it's very kind of you.
You know, finding somebody more suitable. Look after the child.
I really think it would be better if we gave Archie and Alice a chance to see how things sort themselves out. And that wasn't what was worrying me. It's a more personal matter. In fact...
Rachel!
What?
That's the answer.
I would have thought she had more than enough on her plate at college without getting involved in childcare.
No. I mean in the bar. She's the one who's responsible for the increase in sales. You see, I've always been worried about Carol's customer attitude. It leaves a lot to be desired. But Rachel, now she's a very different proposition. And besides, she's a college student.
I wouldn't have thought that was particularly relevant to serving pints of bitter.
In America, they have degrees in hamburgers. I mean, intelligence will out. Why didn't I think of it before?
You don't need me out.
No, I don't think so. Oh, I'm sorry, Elizabeth. Was there something that you wanted to tell me just now?
Nothing important.
Right. I wonder if she'd be free to work this weekend.
Hi. Giving Roberts another lesson?
Yeah. Where are you off to?
Dunno. I was planning to play hooky, but Archie's too busy to look after Peter. It doesn't fit in with Alice's social diary.
Taking it all very seriously, isn't he?
Yeah, a bit too seriously if you ask me. I can always get that girl from Rubblesfield if I'm desperate. But Archie owes me. I mean, I'm the one giving him the roof over his head.
Things will settle down once the novelty's worn off. Mind you, it must be strange not having him around the house all day.
Certainly quieter.
Well, if you're feeling at a loose end, come over to dinner sometime.
Thanks. Is Alex still with you?
Why'd you ask?
Just want to know if I should bring my knuckle dusters.
Oh, yeah.
Watch my lips, Kathy. I do not remotely fancy Alex.
Oh, he's quite nice, really. I don't think he likes you.
Well, that's his problem. Stop matchmaking.
I'll tell him you're coming.
Good. Any luck, he might go out for the evening.
Nick.
Yeah?
Got a cocktail party Thursday. Lady Mayor and a few alleged VIPs coming for the launch of the holiday village. So I want the place to look at its best.
Of course.
Make a show of it. You know, window boxes, hanging baskets, that sort of thing. You're very good at it.
Thanks, Frank, but it's a bit short notice.
You can do it. Oh, and I think the place could do with a general tidy up. That's a list of things that I think ought to be done, okay?
Thanks, Frank. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. You know it's the Holiday Village opening on Thursday?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I want everything to look its best up there, so there's a list of things that need doing.
Jay, you're not seriously expecting me to get all this done, are you?
I know it's a tight squeeze, but you should just manage it.
Yeah, if I drop everything else.
Then that's what you have to do. The Holiday Village has priority.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks a lot.
He's really enjoying his riding lessons. Do you think he'll be any good?
Oh, it's too early to say. He's keen, that's the main thing.
He'd never do anything to hurt a pony, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, I know.
So, what are we going to do to stop this stupid feuding, then? You have any more ideas?
Oh, I'm working on it. Might have to wait till the holiday village opens. I reckon once it's up and running, Frank and Jack are just going to have to find a way of getting along together.
I hope so. Otherwise, it's going to end up with pistols at dawn. Hello, Emmerdale Farm.
Oh, good morning, Sarah. Now, I was just wondering if Rachel's in Beckendale this weekend.
Oh, as a matter of fact, she's coming back early. Joe's asked her to the big opening.
Oh, good. Well, would you ask her to call me? I've got a little proposition for her.
Well, is it urgent? She'll be phoning later.
Well, I mean, you know how hard up these students always are. I just wondered if she wanted to do a bit more work behind the bar.
I'll mention it.
On Thursday evening, if she's there, and Friday, Saturday and Sunday bird sessions.
You really are keen to do her a favour.
Well, I always like to help these youngsters through their studies. Bye now.
Look, that's lovely. Oh, come on, look. It's delicious. Nice. Come on now, just have a little bit. No. You can't have chocolate. It's for Uncle Archie, this.
Catch it! Catch it! What? Pigeon! What? The pigeon! Oh, never mind, it probably weren't rating anyway.
What are you talking about, Seth?
No.
Have you lost a pigeon?
Not lost one, just mislaid one.
Do you mind if we have this conversation again, slowly this time?
Don't bother yourself.
Been stood up?
Not really. My fella's fast asleep. Not that I'm complaining. He's only got two settings, frenetic or snoring, and I intend making the most of this one.
Oh, bad day, eh?
Yeah. I was expecting a child-free morning, but Archie let me down. So instead of playing hooky, I ended up...
Holding the baby again?
Better believe it.
Let me buy you a drink. Cheer yourself up.
That's the best offer I've had all day. Mind you, it's bound to start the Beckendale tongues wagging.
I'll risk it for you, Will. Come on.
Just try a little bit, Alice. It's delicious. Just a little bit. Look. You don't know what you're missing, Alice. This is great. Look. Yum, yum. Oh, all right. Don't tell anybody Uncle Archie's giving you chocolate. We won't be friends.
You're right, Jack. Last thing I need is a load of Frank Tate's noisy trippers round that game farm while my birds are sitting.
No, it's a shame some people can't seem to see it.
Had to chase a whole bunch on them away other week.
Yeah, as if we've got nothing better to do with our time.
Tried to give them a lecture on country code, but it was no good. They weren't interested.
Well, they wouldn't be. They were on their holidays.
All they could talk about was Cathy and her flaming ponies.
When was this? The day Cathy's ponies got out?
I just said so, didn't I?
Well, you better tell me a bit more about it.
Well,
I spoke to Rachel this morning. She said she'd be happy to work in the bar again.
Oh, jolly good.
Well, for you, maybe, but I'm not too keen on the idea.
Hey, Joe, I think you ought to listen to this.
it's time somebody were interested.
I think Frank Tate ought to hear about it and all.
Tell me another time. I've got a drink waiting.
I was wondering if I could work the odd session with her. At least that way we get to see each other a bit.
I'm afraid I don't have any more vacancies. But if you do have all that spare time on your hands, I suggest you see your mother more often. She was quite upset this morning.
Have you found your head bottle washer or whatever it was you were looking for?
Yep. And someone to run the shop, so that's one less thing to worry about.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm sorry I let you down, Joe.
Well, worked out all right in the end. So what are you going to do then, now you've elbowed the franchise idea?
I don't know. Maybe I'll concentrate on being a lady of leisure.
Well, I thought you'd have tired of that pretty quickly.
Maybe. Cathy keeps trying to pair me off with Alex. She reckons that'll occupy my time.
Not really your sort, is he?
No, he's not. But folk round here seem to think I can't survive without a man in my sides. You don't think that, do you, Joe? It's all right. You don't have to answer. Thanks for the drink.
Surprised you two have got so much to talk about.
Just passing the time of day. So come on, what's on your mind?
Seth had to chase a whole bunch of tourists off the game farm the day Cathy's ponies got out.
You're not still on about that, are you?
You bet I am. All the time Frank Tate's been blaming Robert, the real culprits were brought here by him.
We don't know that.
It all fits, though, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Look, Robert's country bred. He's had shutting gates drummed into him since the day he was born. Now, which do you think is the most likely? Him or a pack of townies?
Yeah, there's a possibility. I'll grant you that.
A lot more than that, I'd say. All the time Frank Tate's been banging on about how it had to be Robert, there wasn't anyone else there. Well, now you can tell him he was wrong.
You're not going to let up until I do tell him, are you?
Look, I've got a whole load of manure. I just might have to cart through Beckendale. Now, you know how those things can scatter stuff around. Be a shame to spoil the holiday village opening.
All right, Jack. I'll talk to him.
Thanks, Joe. I knew you'd see things my way.
Oh, there you are. Have you started on that list I gave you?
No. I'm only halfway through Joe's. I've just come back from the holiday village.
Oh.
It's all very well you two organising me, Frank, but I wish you'd get together first. I've only got one pair of hands, you know.
Yeah, well, those displays are important.
Well, that's what Joe says about his stuff. What am I supposed to do first?
I don't know. You're the gardener. It's about time you started using your own initiative. Prioritise. Just make sure it's all done by Thursday.
Hi, Kath.
Hi. How's your day?
Lousy.
Oh.
Dad and Joe rushing around in ever-decreasing circles organising the holiday village opening. I mentioned getting some cut flowers in the office to Dad and got a 3-hour lecture about how to work knickers. Then I get stung by a massive call-out fee from a gas engineer who says there's nothing wrong with the fire.
Wish I hadn't asked.
Never mind. Things will settle down after Thursday.
Might have emigrated by then.
So, how was your day, Kathy?
Eh?
Terrific. Thanks for asking. I was all in this morning.
Oh, yeah?
I asked her to come round for dinner sometime.
Great.
Go on, you know you like her, really.
Like her, she terrifies me. Has she always been like that?
Yes, I suppose she has, really. You find she grows on you, though.
Like warts.
So, what are we going to do to cheer you up, then?
Who says I need cheering up?
Well, if your face gets any lower, we'll have to excavate the cellar.
Don't worry about me. I'll probably just have an early night.
Nonsense. Let's go out, enjoy ourselves, see a film, have a meal.
No, thanks. The way my day's going, I'd probably end up with food poisoning.
Chris, I don't fancy cooking.
I'm game. I quite fancy a night out.
Come on, don't be a wet blanket.
I'm not. I just don't feel like going out. You two go if you want.
OK. In 2 minutes to get myself together.
What happened to you?
Sorry I'm late, Archie. Frank and Joe suddenly decided that this opening of theirs can't go ahead without me working 24 hours a day. Where's Alice?
In a cot, asleep.
Oh, Archie, you know I like to say goodnight to her. You might have kept her up a bit longer.
Yeah? Well, I'm expecting her to make a reappearance any moment. She's been lively today.
She's all right, isn't she?
She's fine. I feel like I've been on an assault course with SAS.
You got beans all down your shirt.
Nick, I've got baked beans in places. I didn't think it was possible to have baked beans.
So you're giving up on this exotic meals thing, then?
No, just revise my objectives. Alice enjoyed the beans on toast, and although the same can be said for the floor, the walls and my shirt, I consider that something of a triumph.
Mm.
Mum? What are you doing here?
I just felt like a walk. My legs carried me here. I used to love swings when I was a lass.
You're not worried about Alice, are you?
No. Why?
Well, there's a lot of talk in the village.
There's always talk in the village.
Yeah, maybe, but it's a pretty unusual arrangement. It's not surprising some people don't think it's such a good idea.
It's none of their business. And you shouldn't bother so much about idle gossip.
Look, it's Alice I'm thinking about. I am her uncle. I am entitled to be concerned about the way she's brought up.
Yes, of course. But I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Had a lot on my mind lately.
Yeah, I've noticed. You gonna tell me about it? It's Eric Pollard, innit? I saw him hanging around the cottage earlier. What's he after?
I wouldn't know. I haven't spoken to him all day.
I told you what he was like. I knew he'd be trouble for you.
It's not as simple as that, Michael.
But he's the one that's upsetting you.
Yes.
Well, what's he doing?
I don't want to talk about it.
Hi, Chris.
You should have come, Chris. It's a brilliant will.
You'd love this. There was this bit.
I do not want a blow-by-blow account, thank you. I might want to go and see it myself sometime.
Well, let us know if you're going, because Kathy and I want to see it again. It was that good.
Chris, you're not eating the ham, are you?
That was the general idea, yes.
Sorry, love, it's past its sell-by date. I meant to clear the fridge out, but I never got round to it, sorry.
Oh, I'm going to bed.
Well, look on the bright side. If it does give you food poisoning, that'll be a good excuse for staying off until Friday. And then you won't have to listen to Frank and Joe going on about the opening. Do you want another cup?
No, no thanks, love. Look, you get off home. I'm sure you've got better things to do.
Look, I really don't like seeing you like this, Mum.
I'm fine, Michael. I'm not ill.
Well, what's Pollard done?
Michael, please don't push it. This has nothing to do with you.
I wish you'd stop saying that. You mean, Mother, for goodness sake, it has everything to do with me. If you're upset, I want to know what's wrong.
Why can't you leave it? I don't interfere in your life. You wouldn't stand for it.
Oh, that's different.
No, it's not.
Look, I will not stand by and let that bloke upset you.
Michael, if Eric's upset me, then that's my problem.
Not if I can help it.
You really infuriate me.
Look, Mum, when it comes to Eric Pollard, you're really out of your depth. I mean, he's nothing like Dad. Dad was straightforward.
Michael, your father died when you were very young. Now, I'm not denying he's all those things you've described. But you're talking about someone that you don't really know.
Well, he would have seen Pollard for what he really is.
And I think I know Eric better than you do. He's changed.
Is that what you really think? He'll never change, Mum. He's conning you. I knew something like this would happen. I warned you.
Michael, I really don't need this.
Yeah, you're right, you don't.
Michael, where are you going? Michael!
Did you tell him?
Yeah. I'm not so sure it was the best moment, though. He's up to his eyes arranging things for the Lady Mayor for Thursday. But he took it all in. In fact, he wants to meet up and straighten things out. He even suggested that you came to the opening.
I don't want to get involved in that circus.
Exactly. So I said we'll meet you down here afterwards.
Fine. I'll be waiting for him.
Hey, did you catch your pigeon, Seth?
What's all this?
I was trying to catch a stablemate for Boomerang. You know, somebody to pace her. Only I decided against it in the end because she don't need it, she's that fast.
She's all right, then?
Aye, never better.
Good, because I'm planning some outings for Alice. I thought she might like to meet Boomerang.
Pollard, what have you been doing to me, Mother? Eh? She's in a right state, and all I can get out of her is that it's your fault. But you're not going anywhere, not until I get some answers. Now, what's going on?
That's between me and Elizabeth.
Not anymore, it's not. Let go. I knew something like this was going to happen. I warned you. Now, stay out of her life.
I am not prepared to do that. Now, if the request comes
Look, I'm not requesting you get out of her life. I'm telling you, you're stupid.
Just control yourself, Michael. This is no place for an argument.
Well, what's to argue?
Michael, that's enough. Get him out of here, Jack. I won't have this sort of behaviour in my...
Just stay away from her, right, Pollard? Because there's plenty more where that came from. And there might not be anyone to stop me next time. Got the message?